Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys had a good week, and today I want to talk about some fairly recent gaming news. CD Projekt Red just made one of the best decisions they could have possibly made in their situation. If you were following Cyberpunk 2077 before the game's release, I'm sure you remember the insane levels of anticipation and hype, the media, and then the release, which was rocky to say the least.
What is happening? We have it!
God, dude, this game is just, it's so unpolished.
Now, Cyberpunk 2077 had elements of a great game, and I think it'll be amazing when it's better updated, when the bugs are fixed, and more content is added. But it was plagued by bugs on the previous gen consoles, especially like the last Xbox and PS4. A lot of people complained that the game felt unfinished, and there could have been more that could have been added to the game to make it feel more alive. Many people believe and speculate that the game was rushed for Christmas release. There's a great video by Lana Pierce called The Truth About Cyberpunk 2077 Previews on how investors and management caused the game to be rushed and released before it's finished. And it turns out she said that the main customer for Cyberpunk 2077 are the investors rather than the gamers.
Hello there, I'm Alana, and today we are talking about why publishers announce release dates for video games too early. And that is a really common thing that I got into a conversation on Twitter about yesterday. The biggest takeaway, and this is a generalized statement but is true for a pretty significant number of publishers, is that in a lot of cases, you are not the customer. People playing the games are not customers. The gamers are not the people that are actually being sold the product. The stock market is. The shareholders are.
So I think you should watch the video, as it opened my eyes and gave me a new perspective on how games are marketed and what goes on in the release of games. In a future video, I'll dive deeper on my thoughts regarding gaming and the investors versus the customers, the gaming customers, and I will look into gaming NFTs and whether they have the potential to change the gaming market or whether they're just a fad. For now, I want to talk about the modding community in Cyberpunk 2077. The modding scene has been quite active, with many mods requesting features to the game that the customers wanted and attempting to fix the bugs in the game, even upgrading the AI of the cops. Now, CDPR just recently hired the prominent modders who were behind Wolfenkit, and that's the open source tool that let modders mod CD Projekt Red games like Cyberpunk and The Witcher. And we know Witcher had a pretty active modding scene too. I'm really looking forward to what modders will accomplish when working with CDPR officially, and I will be playing the game for the first time this winter holiday. That way I can play it as I think it was meant to be played, with enough time and delay to fix the bugs and to add missing features that most people wanted. I've done a good job of avoiding most spoilers, and I will give you my thoughts on the game then. Hopefully I will save for a good gaming setup, and I'll have a webcam so I can highlight my reactions to the best scenes in the game. No Man's Sky, for example, received tons of criticism when it came out, but it managed to come back from behind and fixed everything wrong with the game, and in fact many of the former critics are calling it one of the best games out. So can Cyberpunk pull off a No Man's Sky? We'll see. I think the game was made with a lot of love from developers and from the game designers, so I would like to see how their vision plays out, and I don't think the developers and designers who are passionate about the game should be punished for the mistakes of the management. So we will see how this turns out, and I'll give you updates in the future.